Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies knows Southern Illinois. Located in West Frankfort, they're your Milwaukee superstore with over 8,000 square feet. Wallace Industrial Tools has the largest selection of Milwaukee within a 2-hour radius. Find power tools such as drills, saws, lights, shop vacs, and more with pricing lower than you'll find anywhere else. That's Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies in West Frankfort.
The everyday people who make Southern Illinois so special. The ones who make sacrifices every day for their families and their community. These are the people who make us proud of what we do. You see, When a person from our community gets injured in an accident, there is someone at an insurance company far away from here whose job it is to minimize your injury, to make their corporation money. For them, you're just a claim number. For us, well, I guess you could say it's personal. We are fighting for the people of Southern Illinois each and every day to restore what was lost. We are Sam C. Mitchell and Associates, and for us, it's personal.
Kids Corral is a licensed child care center and preschool serving children from 6 weeks to 12 years old in West Frankfort and beyond. Owned by FCHS 1989 alumni Gina King and 1992 alumni Kristen Cass, Kids Corral is located at 218 South Horn Street in West Frankfort. Call them today at 618-937-4700 for more information. Kids Corral, proudly taking care of the next generation of Redbirds since 1998. IBI Management manages over 2.5 million square feet of industrial storage warehousing and office space in Illinois, Indiana, Tennessee, Ohio, and South Carolina with 64 tenants. Feel free to contact them for any management needed for your property. Reach out with any questions to Bobby or Iris Kazadi at 618-218-5995 or 618-218-2456. For any of your commercial management, IBI Management is here for you. Ask Melissa Walden about Shelter's auto, home, and life options. Call or text at 618-937-2092. Plus, use the My Shelter app to pay your bill, file a claim, proof of insurance, policy documents, go paperless, and more. Melissa Walden, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort.
Looking for a dealership where you're treated like family? Come to Week Chevrolet GMC, where from sales to service, they put you first. Their friendly staff will help you find the perfect vehicle that fits your needs and your budget. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, they've got it all. Visit them online at gregweeks.com or call 618-937-2000. Week Chevrolet GMC, right on the price, right off I-57.
Looking for a place to come out and enjoy one of the hidden treasures of Southern Illinois? The Frankfort Community Park is a 64-acre gym located in West Frankfort with 10 softball and baseball fields, 12 outdoor shelters, tennis courts, basketball courts, and a pond, as well as beautiful playground equipment for children of all ages. The park has plenty of open spaces to explore, and its serenity and beauty is second to none. The Aquatic Center has an indoor pool, weight room, basketball courts, and an event center. The Frankfort Community Park has something for everyone to enjoy. Come visit the park, and we promise you won't be disappointed. WP Dumpsters is West Frankfort's premier roll-off dumpster service, offering 14 cubic yard containers that are perfect for small DIY projects all the way up to larger home remodels and everything in between. With competitive pricing and top-notch customer service, WP Dumpsters is your Southern Illinois roll-off specialist. Book your bin online today at WPDumpsters.com or call 618-218-0623. Owned and operated by former Redbird Dalton Woolard.
Hal Insurance is a proud sponsor of Redbird Athletics. Serving West Frankfort since 1925, we provide auto, home, business, life, and health insurance. Hal Insurance partners with Auto Owners Insurance Company to handle insurance the right way, the human way. Call Ryan, Jessica, or Susan Patton at 618-937-4000. Hal Insurance is proud to serve you.
Big jobs on big properties demand a big side-by-side. A side-by-side like the first ever Honda Pioneer 1000 Deluxe Crew. This flagship model delivers serious power and performance where you need it most. Even more, it offers best-in-class comfort for 6 occupants with backseat legroom beyond compare. As for build quality, we'll let the Honda name speak for itself. Head to Galatich Honda in West Frankfort and see the all-new Pioneer 1000 Deluxe Crew today.
Looking for a reason to try the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's? Here's Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5.
So much.
That's everything you get with the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's.
We welcome you into another edition of Redbirds Baseball here on Redbirds Live from Bill McKee Field in West Frankfort. The Redbirds welcome in the Goreville Blackcats on this afternoon on Good Friday. And the Redbirds looking to get back on track. Haven't played a game since last Thursday. So it's, or last Friday, I should say. So it's been a week since seeing these boys in action. But looking to get back on track after the loss last week to Chester. For Coach Riley House, he'll start on the bump. Hunter Gaither. Catching him will be Will Scales. Around the horn on the infield, it'll be Leighton Kazadi at third base. Chris Samples at short. Kanan Shoup at second, and Andrew Conaway over at first. Left to right in the outfield. In left, it's Parker Allen. Then Jay Spinnett. And in right, it'll be Chase Patterson. For head coach Sean Tripp and his Goreville Blackcats, his lineup looks like this. Nick Keene leading off at center field. It'll be the pitcher Garrett Church, followed by the first baseman Latham Parrish. Grayson Leefer over at third. Grayson Blue in left. Then it's Lawson Land at short. First pitch in, called strike one to King as we're underway. Little ahead of schedule, 4:27. Bottom portion of the lineup, that's Braden Compton behind the plate. Ty Hester at second. And Mason Dunn in right. This ball slapped back up the middle, base hit for Nick King, and we're underway.
Now batting to the Goreville Blackcats, number 31, Garrett Church.
Garrett Church is next. Gaither misses above the zone, ball one. The leadoff man reaches the center fielder. This one's fouled off to the right side by Church. So 1-1 count to Gaither's counterpart. Church takes a ball outside. Runner takes off, and this one's popped up on the infield. If Frankfort can get there quick enough, they'll have a double play. And Conaway catches the pop, and then he doesn't throw to his pitcher who was covering the bag. So King's able to get back. Would have been a bang-bang play, but there was no chance of getting the double play if Conaway was going to try to take it himself, which is what he did. One down for Latham Parrish. Bats from the left side. Little check on King. He's back in easily. Grounded, and it gets through Conaway. That's going to be first and third, potentially. The throw's coming to third, and they got him at third. Patterson will fire out the man at third base. Coach Tripp not too happy over at third base. Certainly was a bang-bang play, but think he certainly has a case. Looked like King might have gotten under that tag. So 2 away, and a first pitch strike into Grayson Leefer. That will go in the books as a hit. And out trying to advance was the lead runner, King. It's quickly an 0-2 count on Leefer, the third baseman. Next from Gaither. Grounded right side, and that one gets knocked down, or slowed down, I should say, by Shoop as it trickles into the outfield. Patterson will get it back in. That's the third hit in the frame. For Goreville. Next is the left fielder, Grayson Blue. He bats with 2 on. And he pops it up. Scales turns, gives it a look, and it'll go out of play. Strike 1. Above the zone, ball 1. Gaither looking to escape a frame where he's given up 3 base hits. The 2-1, and out ahead of it, fouling it off down the right field line out of play is Blue. It's a 2-2 count with 2 away. Here in the top half of inning number 1. Just underway from Bill McKee Field in West Frankfort. Gaither, a look at the man at second, comes to the plate, up and away, and it'll run the count full. Runners off with the pitch here. So a base hit's certainly scoring 1. Parrish and Leefer respectively lead from their bags. And on the motion, they'll come moving up and popped up left side. That'll get out of play as well. Good at bat from Blue. Next on the way, smack back up the middle, and that's going to drop in, and that's going to score a run. The 4th base hit, 4th single for the Black Cats. And it's a 1-0 game. Next would be Lawson Land. Over at shortstop today.
Number 2, Lawson Land.
Four of the 5 that have stepped to the dish reached on a base hit. The odd man out was Church, who popped out to first base. But then you also have King, who was busted going first to third. He was thrown out on a base hit to right. Goreville has the bats awake early in this one. Grounded to Samples. Will go across the diamond to Conaway for out number 3. Goreville gets a run on 4 hits in the top half of the first. We'll take a break on Redbirds Live.
Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies knows Southern Illinois. Located in West Frankfort, they're your Milwaukee Superstore with over 8,000 square feet. Wallace Industrial Tools has the largest selection of Milwaukee within a 2-hour radius. Find power tools such as drills, saws, lights, shop vacs, and more with pricing lower than you'll find anywhere else. That's Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies in West Frankfort. Kids Corral is a licensed child care center and preschool serving children from 6 weeks to 12 years old in West Frankfort and beyond. Owned by FCHS 1989 alumni Gina King and 1992 alumni Kristen Cass, Kids Corral is located at 218 South Horn Street in West Frankfort. Call them today at 618-937-4700 for more information. Kids Corral, proudly taking care of the next generation of Redbirds since 1998. IBI Management manages over 2.5 million square feet of industrial storage warehousing and office space in Illinois, Indiana, Tennessee, Ohio, and South Carolina with 64 tenants. Feel free to contact them for any management needed for your property. Reach out with any questions to Bobby or Iris Kazadi at 618-218-5995 or 618-218-2456. For any of your commercial management, IBI Management is here for you. Ask Melissa Walden about Shelter's auto, home, and life options. Call or text at 618-937-2092. Plus, use the My Shelter app to pay your bill, file a claim, proof of insurance, policy documents, go paperless, and more. Melissa Walden, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort.
Looking for a dealership where you're treated like family? Come to Week Chevrolet GMC, where from sales to service, they put you first. Their friendly staff will help you find the perfect vehicle that fits your needs and your budget. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, they've got it all. Visit them online at gregweeks.com or call 618-937-2000. Week Chevrolet GMC, right on the price, right off I-57.
Now batting for your West Frankfort Redbirds, number 11, Hayden Sue.
Goreville as the Black Cats take the field for the first time. Garrett Church on the mound, and he pumps in strike one. The Redbird leadoff man, Kanan Shoup. Shoup will be followed by Samples, then Patterson. Middle portion of the lineup is Scales, Parker Allen, and Hunter Gaither. In the bottom three, Hunter Lowe will be the DH for Kazadi. Then it's Conaway and Bennett. Quickly in the hole is Shoup, and he'll swing and a miss at a ball above the zone for out number one.
Now batting for your Redbirds, number 8, Chris Samples.
Now it's time for shortstop Chris Samples to step in. And Church, working ahead, gets a called strike on the outer portion to Samples. Oh, and 2. Swing and a miss. Both Redbirds have went down chasing a ball upstairs. Church has done a good job to get ahead, and then Frankfurt's chased out of the zone. Back-to-back batters. Here's Chase Patterson. Slap one foul right side down the line. Patterson leaves one upstairs. Even the count 1-1. Next one's chopped left side over in the hole, and it's bobbled by Land. Patterson will reach on the E6.
Now batting to your West Frankfort Redbirds, number 9, Will Gale.
See how that one's going to be scored. Going to be a tough play regardless, but was bobbled there on the backhand attempt by Land. Here's Will Scales. And they're going to pick off Patterson. He was leaning, and he gets busted. We're going to the second on Redbirds Live.
The everyday people who make Southern Illinois so special. The ones who make sacrifices every day for their families and their community. These are the people who make us proud of what we do. You see, when a person from our community gets injured in an accident, there is someone at an insurance company far away from here whose job it is to minimize your injury, to make their corporation money. For them, you're just a claim number. For us, well, I guess you could say it's personal. We are fighting for the people of Southern Illinois each and every day to restore what was lost. We are Sam C. Mitchell and Associates, and for us, it's personal.
Kids Corral is a licensed child care center and preschool serving children from 6 weeks to 12 years old in West Frankfort and beyond. Owned by FCHS 1989 alumni Gina King and 1992 alumni Kristen Cass, Kids Corral is located at 218 South Horn Street in West Frankfort. Call them today at 618-937-4700 for more information. Kids Corral, proudly taking care of the next generation of Redbirds since 1998. IBI Management manages over 2.5 million square feet of industrial storage warehousing and office space in Illinois, Indiana, Tennessee, Ohio, and South Carolina with 64 tenants. Feel free to contact them for any management needed for your property. Reach out with any questions to Bobby or Iris Kazadi.
All right, it's time for the top of the second. Goreville back to the dish. It'll be Compton, Hester, and Dunn. If there's any good news of that top of the first, if you're a Redbird, it's that you only gave up one run. You gave up 4 base hits. And Goreville was only able to push across the one. Gaither back to work.
Had to score 1 anyway, so if you're looking at it from that perspective, you're absolutely right. You just need to make sure you don't let Goreville get going here offensively.
Grounded to second. There's Shoup. Should be put away for out number 1, and it is. Quick burst out for Gaither and his defense. So next will be Ty Hester, the second baseman. Been a week off for the Redbirds, as we mentioned, and slapped over behind third. That's a foul ball.
It's important you want to go into that week off with a win. Don't want it to linger.
Yeah, it was weird. You were scheduled to be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday this week. Wednesday, per request of Waltonville, which was granted, they wanted a JV only game.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
Yesterday, the Phantom Rain rained us out. I don't know where that one missed.
Yeah, I think it fooled the umpire there. It broke a little late, but certainly the way it came across the Goreville logo there on his jersey, so it should have been a strike.
You know, I have to admit, I was waiting for the word that for whatever reason the game wasn't going to be played today. After the first 2.
I had a feeling there may be a chance. You know what? According to the weather bug, we were supposed to get a lot of rain this week, and we ended up not, so you can't beat it.
Slapped out to left. That's a base hit for Hester.
You know, usually the first month of the season is nothing but rainouts and games you don't really want to play because it's so bitterly cold. So you really can't beat the weather you have gotten so far this year.
Yeah, and one thing you can't do is try to guess. As
Yeah.
long as it's not severe weather, you can't really
Yeah, as long as there's not lightning, you know.
cancel games super early. So
You don't want kids out there with those bats with the lightning strikes. But other than that, you know, baseball you can really play it.
it's just they jumped the gun for sure.
They did. Cue the back of my days, we played through the, you know, type of.
Oh, I was sitting at home yesterday and I was getting all these alerts from all these other games going on.
Yeah, it was a little weird. I thought it was a little weird, especially how early they canceled it. But I guess it's one of those better to be safe than sorry.
Mason Dunn, the right fielder, the 9-hitter. So you'd like to get him here before it flips back to the top.
You gotta get that.
Runner's going,
Nice.
and that's going to be a double play. It's popped up in the air, and Coach Tripp's got his hands going, what are you doing? Double play. It was popped up to Samples, or to Scales, and he fires down to first. We're heading to the bottom of the second on Redbirds Live.
Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies knows Southern Illinois. Located in West Frankfort, they're your Milwaukee superstore with over 8,000 square feet. Wallace Industrial Tools has the largest selection of Milwaukee within a 2-hour radius. Find power tools such as drills, saws, lights, shop vacs, and more with pricing lower than you'll find anywhere else. That's Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies in West Frankfort. Ask Melissa Walden about Shelter's auto, home, and life options. Call or text at 618-937-2092. Plus, use the My Shelter app to pay your bill, file a claim, proof of insurance, policy documents, go paperless, and more. Melissa Walden, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort.
The everyday people who make Southern Illinois so special. The ones who make sacrifices every day for their families and their community. These are the people who make us proud of what we do. You see, when a person from our community gets injured in an accident, there is someone at an insurance company far away from here whose job it is to minimize your injury, to make their corporation money. For them, you're just a claim number. For us, well, I guess you could say it's personal.
Bottom of the second, and here's Will Scales, who wrapped that last frame up after catching a popped-up bunt attempt and firing down to first base to complete a double play and get the Redbirds out of the inning. Scales pops it back out of play, 0-2.
And the proverbial rocking chair here, pitcher could go anywhere. Important to stay in on every pitch.
Upstairs, ball one. And we've already seen Shoop and Samples chase that pitch with 2 strikes.
That wasn't a very competitive one there, so wouldn't be surprised if he tries to have someone break off the table here, get him fishing.
Grounded to short. Land fields on a hop, fires to first for out number 1.
Good hustle there by Scales. Always better to put it in play than strike it out. Anything can happen on this field, especially when you're playing teams who may not be accustomed to playing on a grass infield.
And we've seen Land bobble one already, so on the hit ball from Patterson. This is Parker Allen, the left fielder. He pops it up.
Could be trouble.
Shallow right. And it's put away by Dunn.
After that quick, unorthodox double play there at the top half of this inning here, this second inning is absolutely flying by here. Aggressive at-bats from both squads.
Yeah, and that's a credit to Church. He's worked ahead just about everyone he's faced. He fell behind 1-0 to Allen, but then came right after him and got that fly ball. Now he's behind 1-0 to Hunter Gaither. Oh, and that got Gaither in the helmet.
Swinged into
And
it
it
there.
was not, a split second away from being a lot worse than what it was. It looks like Gaither's all right.
Those ones coming towards your head are always kind of tough to get out of the way because you want to get out of the way, but your body kind of panics and you almost go right into it, like what we saw right there. But that's why you wear the helmet. So thankfully, all will be good there. Just maybe a little shaken up.
Yeah, you almost get caught turning in right at the wrong time, and that's about what happened there. Yeah, Gaither with 2 outs will run for himself as the pitcher. Here's Hunter Lowe, popped up right side. He's DHing for the third baseman Kazadi.
Usually you see the pitcher or catcher running for themselves if they're one to steal some bases. But
And with 2 outs, you'd like to get him a little breather before he goes back out there.
yeah, so not a whole lot of sense here, especially if they end up putting up some runs in that top half of the inning.
0-2 on Lowe as he fouls one back out of play, trying to time it up. Swing and a miss. He chased upstairs. 3 strikeouts against Frankfurt, and they've all chased that fastball up. We head to the third on Redbirds Live.
Looking for a reason to try the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5. That's everything you get with the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's.
WP Dumpsters is West Frankfort's premier roll-off dumpster service, offering 14 cubic yard containers that are perfect for small DIY projects all the way up to larger home remodels and everything in between. With competitive pricing and top-notch customer service, WP Dumpsters is your Southern Illinois roll-off specialist. Book your bin online today at WPDumpsters.com or call 618-218-0623. Owned and operated by former Redbird Dalton Woolard. Looking for a place to come out and enjoy one of the hidden treasures of Southern Illinois? The Frankfort Community Park is a 64-acre gym located in West Frankfort with 10 softball and baseball fields, 12 outdoor shelters, tennis courts, basketball courts, and a pond, as well as beautiful playground equipment for children of all ages. The park has plenty of open spaces to explore, and its serenity and beauty is second to none. The Aquatic Center has an indoor pool, weight room, basketball courts, and an event center. The Frankfort Community Park has something for everyone to enjoy. Come visit the park, and we promise you won't be disappointed.
All right, we head to the top of the third, and it's the top of the Black Cat lineup, so a big defensive frame if you're Hunter Gaither and the Redbirds. He gets ahead, starts with the off speed. It's 0-1 on Nick King.
Good job there working ahead. Anytime you can get a first pitch strike with an off-speed pitch, you kind of put the hitter in a tough spot.
King laced the second pitch of the game right back up the middle for a base hit. He would eventually be thrown out trying to go first to third on a base hit later in the frame. So, Coach Tripp's going to be aggressive on the bases. We've already seen that, them scoring second
Trouble
to home earlier, and it's like Frankfurt's outfielders got burnt. Not a great route, and King's going to end up at second base.
Yeah, that was a Marcelo Osuna-esque route out there. Certainly, you want to kind of go around towards the ball wherever you see it going. You want to head towards where your best angle of getting it without, obviously overrunning it like that. But he got burned a little bit. He was in there. I don't think he was anticipating him to go opposite field there.
Here's Garrett Church. He popped out to first. In the first, and he waves at a breaking ball for strike one.
I'd keep working outside after that first swing here. Obviously, you know, the approach is as a two-hitter with a runner at second base. You'd like to move that runner to third, but on a pitch outside there, he's trying to pull it, so I wouldn't be against going there again to see if he has that same approach here.
So it floats on the inner portion. The backup breaking pitch ends up working in your favor. Sometimes those can be, it's almost so bad that they work in and they end up being pretty good. Bingo. That's not what your intention was. 2 strike, be able to put it in play is Church. He'll be thrown out, and King's going to take an extra bag.
It's almost one of those which, you know, you don't play Goreville a lot, so you don't maybe not know every player, but it's one of those as a shortstop, you almost want to fake a throw, see what that runner at second might do, because, you know, he was pretty aggressive there at second. I feel like you may have been able to get him out there, but you get one out regardless.
You know, with 0 outs, you'd like to maybe get that first. Maybe that's what you're thinking, but maybe if there was 1 out, you might.
Or in a 5th
try
and 6th
something.
inning.
Right.
Yeah.
Popped up left side. That'll reach the seats. This is Latham Parrish. He singled on the ball. He pulled to the right side into right field. That was that base hit where King was busted at third. The 0-1. Up and away. The ball on a strike.
As a fielder here for the Redbirds, anything on the infield, you want to make sure you field the ball first before you even try to do anything. Don't try to get too cute or look towards home. It's going to be non-relevant anyways here, as we're going to get a sac fly. Nice
Fire
shot,
into
though.
the plate. Made it pretty interesting was Bennett as he threw that off his back foot.
Yeah, that was a lot closer than it should have been. Bennett just showing you the athlete he is out there. Just almost looked like he was going through the motions there because he knew he was going to have to make a perfect throw, and he really almost did there. Almost looked like the Jeter and Oakland situation there where you just kind of run in home plate not thinking there's going to be a play, and sometimes you can get somebody out like that.
This is Grayson Leeper. Yeah, you'd almost wish, man, I wonder what it could have been if he was camped under the baseball. Yeah. He was falling back, momentum taking him away from the plate.
And those line drives right at you are the toughest balls to track to in the outfield. So,
but good job from Parrish. He gets the sac fly.
And some small ball there by Goreville. You know, you get your base hit, you get your double in the gap, and then you're able to manufacture him by moving him over and then getting a sacrifice fly.
This one slapped right side. And Patterson will field it, working to his left and get it back in. That's a base hit for Leeper. He's singled out there twice.
Nice piece of hitting there, just going with the pitch where it's located.
Now it's Grayson Blue, the left fielder. He's singled back in the first. And he'll swing at the first pitch he sees and pop it up. Foul ground over towards the dugout. And Scales can't make the play.
Just a little bit too much of drifting there. As a catcher, you want to see where the pop-up's going to be, and you want to get there immediately. The worst thing you can do is go with the ball, especially when you're going towards the fence.
And I mean, that was up in the air for quite some time.
Yeah, it certainly was, yeah. And as a catcher, if someone else can make that call, you prefer that, but yeah, certainly with it being in the air that long, you got to make that play.
Drops and blocks, keeps the runner at first. Yeah, you ball up the air that long over on your first base side, you'd like your first baseman to be able to maybe get there and make a play.
Well, and as a catcher, you've got 2 things going against you on a pop-up. 1, you got to try to find it, and 2, you got to try to catch it with a catcher's glove.
Yeah. And you've got a whole bunch of armor on.
Yeah, and trying to catch it with a catcher's glove is not as easy as people think it is.
We touched on that
the
other day. This one's popped out to right, drifting back Patterson, and he's underneath it.
At the launch angle.
And he read that one well as he just drifted his way back to make the play. Goreville tacks on a run. It's 2-0 Black Cats on Redbirds Live.
Al Insurance is a proud sponsor of Redbird Athletics. Serving West Frankfort since 1925, we provide auto, home, business, life, and health insurance. Al Insurance partners with Auto Owners Insurance Company to handle insurance the right way, the human way. Call Ryan, Jessica, or Susan Patton at 618-937-4000. Al Insurance is proud to serve you.
Big jobs on big properties demand a big side-by-side. A side-by-side like the first ever Honda Pioneer 1000 Deluxe Crew. This flagship model delivers serious power and performance where you need it most. Even more, it offers best-in-class comfort for 6 occupants with backseat legroom beyond compare. As for build quality, we'll let the Honda name speak for itself. Head to Galatich Honda in West Frankfort and see the all-new Pioneer 1000 Deluxe Crew today.
Looking for a dealership where you're treated like family? Come to Week Chevrolet GMC, where from sales to service, they put you first. Their friendly staff will help you find the perfect vehicle that fits your needs and your budget. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, they've got it all. Visit them online at gregweeks.com or call 618-937-2000. Week Chevrolet GMC, right on the price, right off I-57.
All right, bottom of the third, and Frankfurt's got to figure out Garrett Church. It'll be Andrew Conaway, Jace Bennett, then the top of the lineup, Kane and Shoup. 8, 9, and 1 for the Redbirds. And Conaway chases a ball up in the zone. You know, Paxton, I'll ask you a question, because we're seeing it quite a bit. What can be so deceiving about a fastball up? Frankfurt's really chasing them here today.
What can be deceiving about it is if you're a good fastball hitter and you see one. For me, when I played, if I saw a high fastball, you know, your eyes light up because you think you got a chance to turn on it and hit it out of the park. But he smokes that one, Coach Dodd over there. You know, but it's one of those things where 90% of the time when I try to go for a high fastball, I popped it up. So you know, it's hard to not swing at it, but you got to figure out a way not to, because 9 times out of 10 you're not going to get to it.
And the whiff rate goes way up.
Yeah,
Hard to catch up to those.
And foul ball there off the ump. And it's one of those things too where, you know, if you show a pitcher you're willing to do that, they're just going to keep doing it, and then it makes your whole strike zone harder to get to because you're already overcompensating for the upper part of the zone, to where if you have a good pitcher who's got a good curveball, you're going to be in trouble towards the bottom of the zone too. So
I don't know if Coach Dodd was paying attention, but if he wasn't, he surely is now. Sitting there just on the other side of the fence that guards the dugout.
keeping him honest over there. That's the best thing you can do for Coach Dodd. Somebody's got to, and if it's a baseball, that's fine.
So Conaway looking for some 2-strike magic to reach base. He's went after a couple of those fastballs up in the portion of the zone.
You got plenty of pitches to waste here if you're Church.
See if he stays up there. No, he'll go with the breaking ball, and it works all the same. Strike 3.
Little 12-6-esque curveball there.
That's his first strikeout on the breaking pitch. Seen 3 fastballs. All 4 Ks are swinging.
Usually you don't see that in the bottom of the order. Usually it's the other way around, where you're just kind of throwing a lot of fastballs.
Bennett and bunts down the line, and he's going to reach. It's going to be tough to get him.
Yep, good play. Great job there by the pitcher there to almost make that into a closer play than what I thought it was going to be, because for a second there I thought there was a chance to actually get him out, but you would have had to made a perfect throw. Now you get the top of your order and you get a speed guy on bases. You'd like to manufacture at least 1 run here in this inning. With his speed, I really don't see why you can't at least get him to second base here before this at-bat's over.
So here's Kane and Shoup. You got to watch Church on the mound. He's already picked off a guy today. He'll try on Bennett here, and Bennett's in safely.
Perfect throw, gets him. The move was good, but by the time the ball got there and the tag down, it was just a little too late.
Down in the dirt.
This is the pitch I'd run on. 1-0. The swing pitch here for Church. He doesn't want to fall behind 2-0 to the leadoff guy. He's going to be focused on the hitter. This is the time to go.
They'll try on Bennett again. They called him out.
Somebody's not having the crown. I couldn't see from our angle. It was close.
That's the second guy Frankfurt's had picked off.
The move certainly had him standing there, but I feel like he may have been able to get back in time knowing him. But, you can't let, at the end of the day, you don't want to put it in an umpire's hand to make that call. Running yourself into outs like that, though, it's not going to help you out in a game like this or win you many games. Good pitch.
You've had 2 base runners, and they've both been lost on the base paths.
Not good, my friend.
Not a recipe for success unless you plan on hitting about 7 solo home runs.
Yeah. So
And the way the wind's blowing, I don't think you'll get 1 today.
Once you got 7 Nolan Gormans on your bench there, you're not going to get many solo shots. Can't be running it down, so especially early against a kid like this who all he needs is more momentum.
Popped up left side, foul ground, long way to go, and it'll drop foul. Good effort.
Yeah.
But if you're Church, maybe give your guys a second to catch their breath because they were busting it over there trying to make that play.
Yeah, looks like he's going to do so here. Turns out to be a really nice day for baseball.
A little gusty, but that's all right.
You'll take that in your first week or first month of your baseball season in high school.
Fly ball out to left.
Can of corn.
And pretty much right at the left fielder. That's Blue who puts it away. We head to the 4th. 2-0. Goreville on top.
IBI Management manages over 2.5 million square feet of industrial storage, warehousing, and office space in Illinois, Indiana, Tennessee, Ohio, and South Carolina with 64 tenants. Feel free to contact them for any management needed for your property. Reach out with any questions to Bobby or Iris Kazadi at 618-218-5995 or 618-218-2456. For any of your commercial management, IBI Management is here for you. Kids Corral is a licensed child care center and preschool serving children from 6 weeks to 12 years old in West Frankfort and beyond. Owned by FCHS 1989 alumni Gina King and 1992 alumni Kristen Cass, Kids Corral is located at 218 South Horn Street in West Frankfort. Call them today at 618-937-4700 for more information. Kids Corral, proudly taking care of the next generation of Redbirds since 1998. Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies knows Southern Illinois. Located in West Frankfort, they're your Milwaukee superstore with over 8,000 square feet. Wallace Industrial Tools has the largest selection of Milwaukee within a 2-hour radius. Find power tools such as drills, saws, lights, shop vacs, and more with pricing lower than you'll find anywhere else. That's Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies in West Frankfort.
Top 4 and Land watches a breaking ball land in the zone.
Nice little curveball action, first pitch. Tough to see as a hitter. See what he comes with next. Either speeds him up or goes with it again.
Same thing, and he got him to just take a 2-strike approach, really, and just foul it back. Is that late in it, you might as well just take the pitch.
Yeah, as a hitter there, you should have been expecting that. I kind of figured he was going to go with it again after he kind of almost buckled your knees on that first pitch. Now he's going to either go it again or try to speed you up with a fastball high.
Swing and a miss. Right on cue, the fastball above the zone. Sits down Land for out number 1.
You could have gone anywhere there, really. It's I know when I caught, if you can get a hitter down 0-2 after 2 off-speed pitches, you're feeling pretty good as a catcher because you can really know you got about 3 pitches here that you can do anything with.
And Land had to feel like he was out there on an island that time, trying to figure out what was coming. Swing and a miss, working ahead of Compton. And if you want to come back in ball games, it's not the direct route to do it in terms of, a way of getting back in it. But if you can have quick defensive innings and you get the bats going, puts a lot of pressure on the opposition.
It does. It certainly does. And, you don't want long innings where your defense is out there kind of standing around. That tends to lead to errors and runs given up that shouldn't have been. So, exactly right, Garrett.
It's a 2-1 count to the catcher, Braden Compton. He grounded out to second base in his lone trip to the dish.
Pulled the fastball outside on his last at bat.
That's a pitch above the zone that a lot of guys both sides today have been chasing. Been go mode on the high fastball. Swing and fouled off. Left side out of play. The count runs full.
That is a 3-1 pitch that you do not want to miss right there, and he did. You only can get yourself into a 3-1 count very so often, and
that's pretty much what you're looking for.
That's exactly what you're looking for. So for you to miss it right there, I'd be frustrated, especially as a lefty, because that's a pitch you want to turn and burn on.
The wind is kind of drifting towards right field too, so maybe if you could get one up in the air, it might drift that way. Late on another one that's fouled off left side.
He has a Paul Goldschmidt-like swing. Kind of goes back before he goes forward with it, which could create a long swing, which is why if you work him inside with fastballs, you can probably get him to get out.
Takes a while to get to the baseball.
Yeah.
You got to start really early. Strike 3. The breaking ball fooled Compton and 2 away. But a battle back for Gaither.
Certainly wasn't looking for that pitch, but anytime you're in a 2-strike count, you always want to think, look, fastball, react off speed. That's what it was always in my head. And
well, I think he was looking fastball. He just didn't do the reaction part.
He did not react. Yeah, he was looking one thing there. And, I'll take that call every day. Really not a strike.
Work out there to the righties.
This little guy here is not the same zone as most other guys.
But Hester singled the left. His first time up.
Rocking the Colton Wong number.
He's playing the Colton Wong position, second base.
He doesn't get picked off like Wong.
Well, odds are in this game there's a chance. There's already been 2 base runners, albeit it was Frankfurt.
I would take the over on it.
Think it's going over 2.5?
I would say so. I would be very confident in that.
1-2. Not a bad spot there, and that's in that moment because you've seen guys go after that one.
Yep.
Now you can go back around the zone a little bit.
Either go there or try to break someone off the plate here and get him fishing.
There you go. Instead, he left it over the zone, and Hester couldn't pull the trigger. We head to the bottom of the 4th on Redbirds Live.
The everyday people who make Southern Illinois so special. The ones who make sacrifices every day for their families and their community. These are the people who make us proud of what we do. You see, when a person from our community gets injured in an accident, there is someone at an insurance company far away from here whose job it is to minimize your injury, to make their corporation money. For them, you're just a claim number. For us, well, I guess you could say it's personal. We are fighting for the people of Southern Illinois each and every day to restore what was lost. We are Sam C. Mitchell and Associates, and for us, it's personal.
Ask Melissa Walden about Shelter's auto, home, and life options. Call or text at 618-937-2092. Plus, use the My Shelter app to pay your bill, file a claim, proof of insurance, policy documents, go paperless, and more. Melissa Walden, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort.
All right, we're seeing Hunter Gaither start to settle in a little bit. He's got 3 Ks, actually struck out the side that frame. See if his offense can help him out. 2, 3, and 4. It's Samples, Patterson, and Scales.
Yeah, you had to score 1 anyways to win this game, so you don't have to get 2 back here. Just get 1 back and slowly make progress towards what you need to get to. Because he's doing a good job. He's settling in. He's working quick, and these innings are flying by, and you want to make sure he gets some runs in before it's too late.
We'll see if Frankfort does make an adjustment. We've seen Church work ahead of in counts quite frequently. If guys are going to do that, you're just going to have to jump on pitches early.
Yeah, the first pitch is usually the best pitch, especially in high school baseball. Like,
they're going to try to get a fastball right over the portion to get ahead.
Give me over fastball is a real thing, and that's one of those things that you want to jump on. You want to be aggressive, but you don't want to be over aggressive. And a lot of times, pitchers in high school baseball like to throw a fastball right down the middle early because they want to just try to get ahead. And if you're ready for it, it could be damage.
Yeah, and he's either going to keep doing it, and you're going to get a lot of opportunities, or you're going to make him show his stuff and have to go after guys in unorthodox ways. But 2-1 count here to Samples. Swing and a slap out to left center. That's down, and that nearly splits the gap. Nice job by the center fielder, King, to limit Samples to a single, but a hard-hit baseball and a good start to the bottom of the 4th.
Looked like it was going to get past him out there, but now you got a chance here. You can turn that single into a double with your feet here if you can steal a base here early. You got to make sure you're not getting too aggressive with your leadoffs, though. Like you mentioned, there have been a few pickoffs already in this game, and you don't want to continue to get outs on the base paths. Got to be aggressive here. I wouldn't steal on the first pitch or 2, but see what he's doing, and already 1 pickoff there as he's shown he likes to pick off.
You mentioned you wanted to see the MLB rule implemented.
Yes.
2 pickoffs, and if you throw over a third time, if you don't get him, it's a balk.
When I caught, there was nothing more that would make me. I mean, I appreciate a pitcher who, nice little pitch there. It looks like almost a cutter. As a catcher, you like when your pitcher keeps them close, but you also don't like when they're thrown over 5 times over the last 6, pitches or whatnot. So, something that I would like that to be implemented.
Grounded back up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. 2 hard-hit baseballs in the frame. It's got first and second for the Redbirds.
And that's one of those, if you're Goreville, you would, if I'm Goreville's coach, I really would like my second baseman to be able to make that backhand there and at least get the force out at second. Don't even try to go for 2 there. One of those that you could have easily just...
It was hit hard enough to where you didn't have to even field it clean. You knocked that down.
Yep, just hit it with your glove, get yourself controlled.
Probably able to pop to your knees and flip it to your shortstop.
Yeah, but he just kind of dove right over it. I don't even think he necessarily needed to dive there. 2-step backhand would have done the trick. A bunt here might do the trick as well.
Well, it used to be a time when catchers were excellent at bunting. I don't think that's a thing anymore.
No. We got lucky there. Yeah, it's certainly not a thing. I can tell you how many times I bunted in my high school career.
Big goose egg?
Yeah, not many times. And if I did, it certainly wasn't Coach Warren giving me the sign.
We see it from Scales. He'll get it down, and they'll get 1 at second base.
Big time that he got there and made sure that wasn't a double play there, because that could have been some...
Not sure how he got the bat to it.
Yeah, I'm not either. Good job there by Church to take his time and make sure he gets out at second base. That might seem like nothing, but that's huge because now you still have a double play in play here for Goreville.
The way it went to the left of the mound, or to the right side of the mound, I thought there was going to be a chance that Church actually overshot that baseball.
Yeah, I thought we were going to see a Randy Choate as
we
well.
were going to see. Well, I was thinking he was going to maybe just whiff on the attempt, and we were going to have bases loaded.
Yeah.
You see that when an awkward bunt pops back that quick, sometimes you get a misplay from a fielder trying to jump on it quick, and they're going to try to make a play at one of the lead bags. But credit to Church, he gets the guy at second.
That one's really closed off here. Nice.
Slap to right on the hit and run.
Attaboy.
Essery's running for the catcher Scales. He moves up to second. RBI single for Parker Allen. Makes it 2-1.
That was a perfect piece of hitting there. And I'm actually shocked they went away there because I just mentioned he was closed off with the stance there. If I was catching and pitching, he would have worked him inside there. But he did a great job of keeping that shoulder in, going with the pitch. And now you got a chance here for your own pitcher here to help his cause.
Hunter Gaither, first and second. 1 down. Those base runners out there, they've got to be busting it on the ground ball. You don't want a rally killer here. Gaither nearly leaned into another hit by pitch.
Yeah, and if I'm Allen here, I would be aggressive with my secondaries. There's a chance for a double play. You'd like to try to beat that out to where you can make it just a fielder's choice and everybody's safe because they're thinking there's a chance for two. When I used to do that all the time. You just get some aggressive secondaries, and you can beat out an easy ground ball to second base.
Especially as a trail runner.
Yeah.
Both are moving. And Esri's thrown out at third base.
I'd like to understand the logic behind that. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to run into a second out, and now you're a strike away from getting out of this inning.
3 base runners lost out there running the bases for Frankfort in a 2-1 game.
They'll take that at Goreville.
Back up the middle.
Oh, wow, what a play.
Fielded, firing to first for the out.
Wow, what
is
a
Land.
Play. That's what you want your shortstop to do right there. That's the captain of the infield. Holy cow.
We head to the 5th on Redbirds Live.
WP Dumpsters is West Frankfort's premier roll-off dumpster service, offering 14 cubic yard containers that are perfect for small DIY projects all the way up to larger home remodels and everything in between. With competitive pricing and top-notch customer service, WP Dumpsters is your Southern Illinois roll-off specialist. Book your bin online today at WPDumpsters.com or call 618-218-0623. Owned and operated by former Redbird Dalton Woolard. Looking for a place to come out and enjoy one of the hidden treasures of Southern Illinois? The Frankfort Community Park is a 64-acre gym located in West Frankfort with 10 softball and baseball fields, 12 outdoor shelters, tennis courts, basketball courts, and a pond, as well as beautiful playground equipment for children of all ages. The park has plenty of open spaces to explore, and its serenity and beauty is second to none. The Aquatic Center has an indoor pool, weight room, basketball courts, and an event center. The Frankfort Community Park has something for everyone to enjoy. Come visit the park, and we promise you won't be disappointed.
Looking for a reason to try the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5. That's everything you get with the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's.
Big jobs on big properties demand a big side-by-side. A side-by-side like the first ever Honda Pioneer 1000 Deluxe Crew. This flagship model delivers serious power and performance where you need it most. Even more, it offers best-in-class comfort for 6 occupants with backseat legroom beyond compare. As for build quality, we'll let the Honda name speak for itself. Head to Galatich Honda in West Frankfort and see the all-new Pioneer 1000 Deluxe Crew today.
Redbirds tack on a run to get it to a 2-1 Goreville game.
Had to score 1 to score 2, so you're glad you at least got one there. Kind of a frustrating inning there, running into and out, but hopefully Gaither can continue what he's been doing here the last few innings.
We'll have a pinch hitter. That's Dylan Tripp who will step in.
Man, I feel like there's always a trip on these teams. Always at least one of them.
They've got a couple on the coaching staff.
Yeah. One of them on the coaching staff was a really good baseball player.
Ball and a strike. Some good experience over there at Goreville.
Yep.
That's why they're always competitive.
Yeah, like I was saying, that is very consistent with what they have over there in their program, and consistency creates good programs.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Gaither looking for a quick out before the lineup flips to the top. Fouled back to the screen. 2-1 ball game, top of 5. Next week, looks like we've got more Redbirds baseball coming your way. There's another one spout out of play. Monday we'll be at Pinckneyville, Tuesday at home against Nashville, and Thursday at home against DuQuoin. So you're getting a week of conference play, and you've got some tough tests next week with all 3 of those teams.
There was always one team I always was okay with playing there. It was DuQuoin. I'd always like playing DuQuoin's field there. Beautiful complex. Usually a good team, too.
Well, you get them at home next week, but you'll head there later in the month.
See, we didn't play them twice when I was in high school. We only did it one time.
Well, it's flipped. Now we're in their side of the conference.
Oh, that makes sense, though.
Foul ground put away by Conaway.
Makes sense to play them twice a year. We're so close.
So now you don't even see Massac County. You used to play them twice. Now you don't play them at all.
That's crazy to think, but I guess it makes sense.
Heron's not on the schedule anymore.
That's hard to believe. When I was in high school, that was 2 wins every time. Heron was never good at baseball.
Carterville's left on there, I believe, as is Harrisburg.
Harrisburg was always good at, I don't know if they still are, but I mean, that's crazy to think you're not even playing Heron.
Yeah, they do have Heron early in early portion of May.
Just one time though, or
yep.
Yeah.
Head to their place this season.
Big field there.
Come back here as a return, I would assume next year. It seems like they don't really change schedules; they just flip dates.
Flop them, you know. Makes it easy, copy paste.
So a lot of the usual suspects on the schedule. One oddity you have is that you play Johnson City twice. One of them got canceled. That was yesterday. You play Sparta twice. The first one got canceled at their place, so they get to come here.
We played Johnson City 0 times when I was in high school. It's a good rip. That's got a chance to be trouble.
It's going to bounce to the fence. Extra bases for Nick King, his second double.
He's having himself a good game here. That's what you want your guy to do at the top of the order. Now you got your pitcher on the mound who gave a 1 run in that bottom half of the last inning, so now he's got a chance to get that run back. Maybe add some more here for Goreville. It's important to get out of this inning without another run scoring. You got some momentum in that bottom half, and you certainly don't want to give any of it right back. It's a great job there by Scales. He's really come a long way since his freshman year here as a catcher. He has developed into a really good catcher. Does a good job of blocking, dropping. You don't see that very often.
But you got to be determined to be able to be behind the plate.
Absolutely.
Scales has been that. Samples is going to knock it down, but there's going to be no play at first.
Play you'd like to see made, but at least a good decision not to make the throw there. Last time he made a throw there with that same runner at second base, he did take the 90 feet to get to third. So, but certainly a play where I feel as a shortstop, you've got to be able to make it. Look like he may have slipped there, but it's one of those. You take a few steps, you take the backhand, you make a strong throw across your body and get the guy out. Saw Bryson Gores make many of those plays.
First pitch in for a strike to Parrish.
A bunt down the third baseline would be very, very problematic for the Redbirds right now. It would not be easy for our pitcher to get there or our third baseman.
Chopped to second. Shoop's just going to go to first for out number 2.
I think you had a chance there to get the out at second. You certainly would like to do that to keep the force out intact, but if you can get out of this inning with no one scoring, no harm, no foul. Sometimes little things like that in baseball can make a huge difference. 90 feet in one run can do a whole lot.
Especially with runs at a premium like it is today.
Absolutely.
Swing and a miss. From Leaper, he's singled to right twice. You think you have an idea where he wants to go. And the way he swung at that pitch, he puts that fastball in play, it's going to right field again.
Yeah.
Fouled back, 0-2.
0-2, I'd go off speed away here. Use his aggressiveness, but you got to make sure you're dropping and blocking because you certainly don't want a drop third strike or a situation where a runner scores here and then a runner ends up at first base because of a pass ball.
Above the zone, ball one.
Get on top of that off speed there. 1-2 here. It could go back with another one, but you got to make sure if you're going to throw something in the zone, it's not a competitive pitch because 1-2 here, he's still, let's see, wants time. Didn't know if he was going to get it. Yeah, 1-2 here, though, you're still in control as a pitcher, but I also feel after a really bad off-speed pitch like that you kind of gave the hitter here a chance, too, as well.
Fastball. Too tall. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
If I'm hitting here, you don't want to eliminate a pitch, but I would eliminate that off-speed pitch I just saw here, 2-2. He doesn't want to throw it again here to go 3-2. I'd be looking for a fastball.
Fouled back.
Especially in a game like this where you said runs are a premium. If I'm hitting here, I'm thinking to myself, a base hit here right now solidifies this game for us with our guy on the mound. So
you feel a lot better about it.
Yeah.
A lot more has to go wrong to allow 3 runs than just giving up 1.
Another non-competitive off-speed pitch there.
Just started too far outside.
Yeah, he's not getting on top of him right now, and when he does get on top of them, they look good, but now you've got yourself in a 3-2 count here, and you don't want to throw a ball right down the middle, but you also don't want to load the bases, but we'll see.
The 3-2. Line back, and it got under the glove of Gaither. Looked like he was going to have a chance at it. Bennett's going to come up firing. Play at the plate. He is out at the plate. What a throw. So you give up 1, but a strike thrown from center field from Jace Bennett, and you keep it to just 1 run scoring. It's 3-1 Goreville. We head to the bottom of the 5th on Redbirds Live.
Al Insurance is a proud sponsor of Redbird Athletics. Serving West Frankfort since 1925, we provide auto, home, business, life, and health insurance. Al Insurance partners with Auto Owners Insurance Company to handle insurance the right way, the human way. Call Ryan, Jessica, or Susan Patton at 618-937-4000. Al Insurance is proud to serve you.
The everyday people who make Southern Illinois so special. The ones who make sacrifices every day for their families and their community. These are the people who make us proud of what we do. You see, when a person from our community gets injured in an accident, there is someone at an insurance company far away from here whose job it is to minimize your injury, to make their corporation money. For them, you're just a claim number. For us, well, I guess you could say it's personal. We are fighting for the people of Southern Illinois each and every day to restore what was lost. We are Sam C. Mitchell and Associates, and for us, it's personal.
Got a good bat.
Yeah.
Welcome you back. Bottom 5. Goreville tacks on a run, but got another runner thrown out on the bases. That's, I think, 5 combined in the game. 3 for Frankfort have been thrown out, 2 for Goreville. It's been Frankfort's outfielders who's done that work, throwing out guys for Frankfort. It was Patterson in the first, and then just in that last frame, Bennett throws a guy out coming to the plate. Low lines it to short on a hop. Play is made.
It's a really interesting pitch decision there. I feel like with the swing like lows, you should work him away there, but if you're going to work him inside, you're going to have a chance for him to hit the ball hard like that. But good job there of using the grass infield to get the one hop. That's the one good thing about a grass infield sometimes. It can actually make a ground ball really easy if you know how to play it.
Get those certain hops, and it pops right up to you.
It's just a can of corn at that time.
But then sometimes you get them to hit the lip,
Yeah.
and it shoots right past you.
Yep.
2 down. As Conaway will ground out to third base. That is a quick 2 outs. Here's Bennett. Might want to tell him to take a pitch.
Yeah, it's my kind of inning if I'm catching, but you certainly would like to see some better approaches. I mean, I'm all for being aggressive, but you got to make sure you're gonna.
Well, there's not been a whole lot of long innings, but if
No.
called a strike.
I wouldn't have called that just because of how the catcher caught it, but
You've not had a whole lot of long innings, but it seemed like last half was one of the longer ones, and it looks like Bennett might beat this out, and he will.
Yeah. Say, speed guy like that, you don't want to make too many mistakes. I think the shortstop knew that.
You can't fumble it at all. And a little bobble at short from land, and Bennett's able to reach. Back to the top, it's Kane and Shoop.
You need to make sure here he does make his pitch before you take an aggressive secondary. Or steal, because you mentioned we've had more guys get thrown out in the base paths than runs scored.
I'll check on Bennett again.
He certainly likes to keep his runners there close at first base, which is good if you're a pitcher. But
And running, Bennett will have second base easily as the ball scoots away from Compton. Base hit, and you'd certainly like your chances to score Bennett from second base.
I mean, you should be off with the contact, so certainly, but sometimes you never know. Now your chance for another pass ball to be 90 feet away. Ooh, that was a shot the catcher took there.
The ball and a strike. 2 away, bottom 5.
Foul balls. The base area will certainly wake you up. I'd like to see Shoot rip one down the third base line here.
Trying to sit back on the breaking ball. Fouls it off opposite way. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
It was a pretty tight breaking ball there, but that still had some part of the plate there where if you were looking for it, you could have done some damage with how much of the zone it ended up getting.
Slow dribbler towards second. Play will be made. And the side retired. We head to the 6th. 3-1 Goreville.
Looking for a dealership where you're treated like family? Come to Week Chevrolet GMC, where from sales to service, they put you first. Their friendly staff will help you find the perfect vehicle that fits your needs and your budget. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, they've got it all. Visit them online at gregweeks.com or call 618-937-2000. Week Chevrolet GMC, right on the price, right off I-57.
Goreville will have Blue, Land, and Compton, 5, 6, and 7 in their order here in the top of the 6th. 3-1 Black Cat lead. As Garrett Church was able to strand Jace Bennett out at second base to keep his team up by 2. Last frame. First pitch, flied out to center. Bennett drifting over, and a quick out on the first pitch of the inning.
Everybody's being aggressive tonight, and I kind of like it.
Next is Lawson Land. Land, first pitch, fly ball out to left. Allen underneath it. He's got it for the second out.
Both teams must have reservations for 6:30 somewhere. I'm all about it right now. I mean, both teams are on the same page. First pitch swinging. We're being aggressive.
It's a Friday, so we know that you've got reservations
Oh,
somewhere.
I absolutely do. I can't say out loud, though.
2 away for Braden Compton. Did Gaither get a 3-pitch inning? Well, Compton does the wise thing and takes the first pitch, although it's strike number 1.
As a lefty, he did the nice thing there to make sure there was more than 3 pitches, but I would have been turning on that one because that was a pitch to do damage with. So was that one, though.
Slapped over the head of Shoop toward the right center gap. That's a base hit.
I tell you what, man. I know I said it his last at-bat, which is hard to believe he's up again already, but really, I see a lot of Goldschmidt with that swing, almost a little toe tap at the front there, and just kind of goes with the pitch and rifles it right over Shoop there at second base. They're going to get a runner here for their catcher.
We'll get this guy here and 2-out singles all for naught. Go back to the dish and try to get some runs. Popped out shallow right coming in. That's down. First and second on the base hit from Hester.
It's a tough play to make, but I feel like he probably shouldn't be playing that deep there as an opposite field fielder with a guy who doesn't look like he hits 115 wet.
Hester singled to left. He's now singled to right. And it's getting interesting.
Force anywhere. Your third baseman here. Just grab the ball and step on the bag.
First pitch swinging to center. Bennett can't get it. That's 3 singles in a row, and he got it in quick. Runner held at third base.
Bennett getting the respect he deserves there from trip over there at third base, holding his runner there, and almost looked like it may have was going to get past him there for a second, as it looked like he was about to take a tumble, but his athleticism kept him up there, and
he might have been considering laying out for that thing.
You could see the wheels turning there, but
that's a do or die. You don't make that play. It's probably 5-1.
Yeah, that's a smart decision not to dive there, because like you said, that in a game where you feel like you're struggling to score runs already, putting up 5 in 1 inning or with 2 innings left would be tough. But Southie's looking like we're gonna have a mound visit and a change. Looks like Patterson coming to the mound, I think.
After what looked like it was going to be a very, very quick inning. 2 pitches, 2 outs, and all of a sudden, maybe 4 pitches later, it's bases loaded.
Yeah, I mean, it was quick approaches. And, I mean, I think the hardest ball hit was maybe 50 miles an hour. I mean, nothing was hit that hard, just little bloopers, and they go in the box score, though, as line drives.
Only problem here is you've got to find that command early. There's nowhere to put the batter as the bases are loaded.
Good thing is here, you got to make sure, too, with the guy coming in the middle of an inning like this, you got to remind him, too, hey, we got 2 outs, bases loaded, a ground ball to you. You can throw it to me, make the easy play. We've got forces anywhere. But I saw plenty of times in my career where a guy came into an inning like this, thought there was 1 out, or didn't have the right approach and throws it to second base and throws it into center field, or little things like that can change a game. And when you're playing a team like Goreville, little things will come back to haunt you. It's a little frustrating, too, because, I mean, it's 3-1, but, I mean, for me, for what I've seen so far, it feels like you've kind of handcuffed yourself here as a team by running into the outs you ran into as well. The few innings where you have had some offensive chances to surge, you force yourself out of those innings. So I feel like they're hitting Church well. They're seeing him well. It's just you can't run into outs.
And Patterson's going to be dealt with facing Nick King. He's 3 for 3. A single and 2 doubles.
Patterson, you're coming in here. You got to think chance to get the hold, and Hey, if your offense can come together here and you keep a 3-1, you got a chance to come in and get a win. So
This is a big momentum at bat here.
yes, it is. You got to make sure.
If King does what he's done the past 2 at bats, it might be good night.
You got to make sure you're playing those gaps with him. But he's also gone opposite field a few times where you don't want to give him up the right field line too much. But
So Chase Patterson in on the bump. First pitch. Misses inside.
this would be the time for me as a catcher here at 1-0. I would try to get a pick off at third base here. He's getting an aggressive secondary. If my third baseman was paying attention, I would try to get a quick throw over, just try to make something happen, make things easier on my pitcher.
Chopped third base line. Foul. Ball and a strike.
Especially with a right-handed batter here, you can use that right-handed batter to kind of block you from the throw.
Strike 2.
Take that every day. Go anywhere now if you get that.
If you're King, you've got to expand the zone now.
He's shown that he's done that though a few times, so you got to make sure if you are going to get it out of the zone, you get it out of the zone because he likes to go with the pitch.
That was pretty much the same pitch.
Honestly, it looked better. I thought didn't come across as high as that last one, but 2-2. This is an important pitch too because if you do work with a 3-2, runners will be off, and a base hit will certainly more than likely bring everybody in.
Bring a couple in for
Yeah.
sure. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. You keep Goreville off the board in the 6th. Redbirds need some runs. Down 2 on Redbirds Live.
Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies knows Southern Illinois. Located in West Frankfort, they're your Milwaukee superstore with over 8,000 square feet. Wallace Industrial Tools has the largest selection of Milwaukee within a 2-hour radius. Find power tools such as drills, saws, lights, shop vacs, and more with pricing lower than you'll find anywhere else. That's Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies in West Frankfort.
Bottom 6, and Chase Patterson came in to a big spot with the bases loaded, and he struck out Goreville's leadoff man, Nick King, who was 3 for 3. That keeps the game 3-1. It could have got busted open there if King could have found green grass like he had the previous 3 at-bats. And Samples gets hit on the first pitch.
Nice.
Sometimes you need a little bit of help if you're going to get a rally going.
Yep. But you know, home runs don't happen often in high school baseball, but there's your bloop. You know, now you just need your blast.
Well, we've seen this guy hit one here, and it's pretty tough to hit some out here at this ballpark.
This would be the at bat to do it as the flag's not moving. There's no wind blowing in. If you get a pitch up, I would turn on it.
We saw him hit one out earlier in the season here. That's called a strike.
Yikes.
Out and lower portion of the zone.
Wasn't caught correctly and wasn't a strike either.
Down in the
Go.
dirt.
Yep.
Sample's got a good read and he'll take second base.
Yep.
Just scooted away.
That's why you get aggressive secondaries there. If you can read it off the catcher, you know he's going to have to be perfect to even make that type of throw. So good job there of advancing, and now a base hit could certainly score a run here.
And you see what you get here. This third time through against Church. You saw what Goreville started to do third time through. They were swinging first pitch, and it ended up getting to Gaither late. And they were able to bend him, but they weren't able to break him as Frankfurt went to the bullpen. And there's a called strike that floats in on Patterson. It's a 1-2 count. Got to get this guy over.
I mean, it's the sixth inning too. You've seen these same pitches, so you really shouldn't be buckling at it like that. At this point in the game, you got to make adjustments. Because even though that's a breaker like that, and that's one of those pitches where if it's a sixth inning and you've seen it a few times, you keep your front shoulder in, you turn on that baseball, and you hit it over the Super 16 sign out there right below the scoreboard.
But you know what you're getting? This is Church's game for the moment. No one getting loose for Goreville. Patterson goes down swinging, unable to move the man. Looked like he chased one off the plate that, he probably feared was going to be called a strike.
So you got to take advantage of those pitches you get early in the account to turn on. You know, you don't want to leave it up to the umpire or have to go fishing at a pitch like that to where even if he does make contact, best bet is a foul ball, one of those type of swings.
Scales lays off the breaking ball. Ball one.
Scales here. I'm looking for a fastball to turn on 1-0. He doesn't want to fall behind 2-0 with a guy who's already hit him in this game on deck. That's the man who you'd want to go out there and talk. He's seen a lot of baseball.
Have a meeting out at the mound.
He's probably telling him exactly what he needs to tell him, which is, I go right at Scales here. You know, Scales has hit the ball hard a few times, but the guy on deck has hurt you more than Scales, and that runner at second, at the end of the day, if he does score, it's not going to take the lead against you or tie the game, so it won't hurt you.
Yeah, don't pitch around the guy at the plate, because this guy at the plate, someone in this box has to still touch home, even if the guy at second does.
Absolutely.
You still win the game if that guy at second touches.
Well, and even with, like, you know, for Scales, for example, Scales is a catcher, so most teams are going to look at the catcher and go, even if he hits the ball, we should have a chance to make the out and make the routine play to where you just want to go right at this guy. You don't want to fall behind in a game you're up 2 in the sixth inning, and you're getting through the heart of the order right now for Frankfurt. So if you're going to the mound right there to have a visit, you're telling him, if you take care of business now, you'll have the bottom of the order for that last inning.
So Church trying to regroup. It's a 1-0 count.
Scales needs to look for a fastball here and jump on it.
Scales will ask for time.
It's a good time. Good job of taking control of the at-bat somewhat here. For he was having to wait for the mound visit.
And now he's making Church wait.
Yep. If he can get a fastball here and turn on it down the line, you might have some action.
Inside ball 2. Frame that a little bit better, you might get that call.
Yeah, catcher didn't move his body. If he went with the pitch and made it look like he caught it more of the middle of his body, he may have gotten it. But
said it was just kind of a stab to make sure he caught the ball. Didn't even try to pull it back in.
When you see the arm moving or the hand try to cut in, it's not going to get you many calls.
Top of the zone, called a strike. It's a big swing there.
Yep. 2-1. My approach here, sitting fastball, nothing else. If he wants to throw me another off-speed pitch, so be it. 2-2. I've still got something to compete against, but I'm sitting for one pitch here and I'm turning on it.
Off balance, Scales 2-2.
Makes no sense to really go anywhere different now after you see a swing like that, but fastball will speed him up, but you can go anywhere. Just want to make sure it's competitive if you're Church, and you want to make sure if you're Scales, you're battling anything close.
Outside, and Samples will move up to third as Compton let it get away from him again. That's the second time in the inning. That ball's caught. That might be called a strike.
say, I think what Compton was trying to do there was trying to steal a strike, and he tried to steal it before he caught it, and that's what happens a lot of times. Got to catch the ball before you can frame it. A lot of times that's just one of those where you let the wrist do the work. But you'll take that because, like you said, I think if he catches that, Garrett, that's probably a strike.
You can't score 2 if you don't score 1. So Frankfurt needs to get this guy in from third. Inside, little dribbler to second, and that's going to get the run home.
Yep. Good job there by Scales with 2 strikes on him. Obviously, he probably came up wanting to do more, but if you got a runner at third base and a chance to drive in a run, you take care of it before you get to the second out, and he did that. Good job there by Scales.
So here's Parker Allen looking to reset here in the bottom of the 6th. It's 3-2 and 2 away, nobody on base. As is Church. No harm done. You've still got a lead.
And a good pitch there on the speed. Breaks in. Oh, man. You really like to see some Redbirds turn on that first pitch there. He's hanging those pitches.
0-2.
When you're coming into an at-bat and you're already down 0-1 on an off-speed pitch, you're in trouble. You really are. You're letting the pitcher take control of the at-bat.
Allen popped up right side, out of play. I was thinking after giving up that run, we might see Church just rear back and let it eat there with nobody on base. And
yeah.
Could not get it past Allen. Allen trying to hang in there, get something going with 2 outs.
I wouldn't be shocked to see what you just said right now, though. High fastball, trying to throw it by him. If he doesn't go for it, then throw something off the plate. But he likes his off speed right now, and the Redbirds aren't really making adjustments on it.
Fouled right back, it looked like.
I have a check on Blue here. No one's really checking on him. That's how you get a few calls down the stretch. Make sure he's good. You check on that immediately if I'm catching him acting like he's falling.
Vice versa, if you're a base coach, sometimes you sprint up there and make sure he's good. Hey, you need a drink of water? Or
I mean, not one person.
Whatever.
Not one person asked if he's okay, or come on, people. You want to get calls in a game or in a season. That could help you 2 months from now.
One thing, at least Compton did go out and talk to his pitcher.
Yeah, you give him time. That's what you want.
Chopper right at the mound. Church fields, fires, he threw it away. Parker Allen's going to have extra bases.
He might get 3. He might
He's
get
down
3.
to second. They'll get it back in. He'll hold up there.
Gotta take advantage.
So now you've got a chance to tie it. Should go in the book as an E1 on the throw.
Number 20, Hunter Gaither.
We'll probably get a pitching change now.
I think we'll have to. Second meeting in the inning.
By the book, you're supposed to, but.
Well, I think you have to. I think IHSA has that in place now.
You're supposed to. Anytime you have a second mound visit in the same inning with the same pitcher, pitching change has to be made. And he did a great job. He gave his team a chance to win here, and could have been out of this inning there if he hadn't thrown that ball away. But sometimes it happens. That's why you put the ball in play.
Yeah, he could still get he's still in line for victory, but it's up to his reliever to keep him that way. Yeah, he can't get the loss, but he could be off the decision. And as a whole, it'll be Parrish coming in to throw, looks like. That's the Black Cat first baseman.
Lefty action here.
But that goes back to the old adage, put the ball in play. Parker Allen fell behind 0-2, put the ball in play. Sometimes good things will happen.
Yep.
He's standing at second base, 180 feet away from tying the game.
Yep, you got a better chance of there being an error if you put the ball in play compared to striking out. And a lot of good things will happen. And even if you just think about putting the ball in play, Goreville, for example, that inning where they scored a couple runs there, they didn't hit the ball hard. They just put the ball in play and a little bloop action happened. And now if you're Frankfurt, you do that again here, you got a chance to tie the game with a little blooper with 2 outs. So.
You got to make the adjustment on the fly if you're the Redbird lineup.
Yeah.
There's a big adjustment going from 2 totally different arm slots that you're watching, and you watch Church the entire game. You've seen 5+ innings of Church. Now you've got a guy throwing it from a totally different spot.
Yeah, it's certainly an adjustment, but I feel like this is a type of adjustment that you should be able to make. This guy's not throwing as hard as the other guy, and his fastball doesn't move as much. So when he's throwing his fastball, it's very easy to see it, and you can throw your hands right at the baseball. So if I'm Gaither here, I'd be aggressive early. New guy coming in, he's going to certainly throw me a get-me-over fastball here early. If you take advantage of that, you could tie this game up quickly and be a second base with a stand-up double. You just, sometimes players fall into the take till you get a strike, and you don't really want to do that, though, either against a guy like this who you don't really know what he's got. You want to be aggressive.
Hunter Gaither digs into the box, facing Latham Parrish in relief of Garrett Church. It looks like they just made a classic flip from first to the mound and the mound to first. First pitch, strike 1. Good spot to live if you're Parrish.
Yep. It's a tough pitch to do anything with, to do a lot of damage with, unless you're looking for it.
3-2 game here in the bottom of the 6th.
See what he goes with here, 0-1. He didn't throw a whole lot of off speed in his warm-ups.
Allen, the potential tying run out at second. Outside, ball 1.
1-1. If I'm in the batter's box here, I'm looking for a fastball, and you're turning on it. This is a swing pitch here, as Rick Horton would say.
Swing and a miss. Underneath it was Gaither. Down to your final strike in the 6th.
Pitch you want to do damage with. Got a battle now. Gaither's in a tough spot. You didn't see a whole lot of off speed in his warm-up, so gonna really just have to watch it right out of his hand and try to just battle. Choke up and see what happens.
Outside.
That's the difference between a left-handed thrower and a right-handed thrower. You're going to see pitches finish there a lot more than normal, so it's important for Gaither to not give up on that pitch early because it could be a stolen strike.
Inside and low, full count. And low would be next.
Whatever you do, don't strike out looking.
The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Gaither out. Off balance going for that one, outer portion of the plate. We head to the 7th on Redbirds Live.
Kids Corral is a licensed child care center and preschool serving children from 6 weeks to 12 years old in West Frankfort and beyond. Owned by FCHS 1989 alumni Gina King and 1992 alumni Kristen Cass, Kids Corral is located at 218 South Horn Street in West Frankfort. Call them today at 618-937-4700 for more information. Kids Corral, proudly taking care of the next generation of Redbirds since 1998.
We enter the final frame. 3-2 Goreville. It'll be Church, Parrish, and Leaper. Redbirds trailing 3-2. Got to keep it to 1, Paxton.
Yes, you don't want to give up any more runs here. 1-2-3 inning would be huge. For defensive purposes, too, you want to make sure you're making all the plays behind your guy. You don't want to have an early error here to kind of set the tone here for this top half of the 7. And for Goreville, the other side of that script is you're up 1, you're allowed to get some insurance runs, and just because of the fact that you got the bottom of the order coming up for the Redbirds, you feel like you should be able to take advantage of that. So anything more than 1 run here for Goreville would feel pretty good if you're them. I'll be short arming some of those pitches a little bit.
2-1 the count to Church.
Pitch that's been called the strike today. Not presented all that well, but big pitch here, Garrett.
3-1 to Church. Popped up, and it'll get out of play.
Not many 3-1 approaches today. We've seen a couple 3-1 counts, and guys really aren't looking for that fastball right down the middle, I guess, anymore. Must be some new strategy.
3-1's kind of. It's looked like they're up there in a 3-2 count.
Yeah, it's like the pitcher's got the advantage. I don't know what's going on.
3-2 here.
Short-armed it.
And never a chance. That one bounced in.
Looks like a shot put the way through it.
And a leadoff walk.
Not what the doctor ordered, Garrett. Jan Snow to turn 2. You want to make sure you keep him close, but not worry about him too much. He's not somebody who's going to get a crazy lead over there, but we'll see if his aggressiveness changes now that he's not on the mound and on the base path.
It's Parrish on the mound, and he's in the box here. Taking the dirt, ball 1.
Probably like to work him away here a little bit, try to make him pull something to where he's grounding to Shupure, the first base side, but a lefty here, certainly going to pull it.
Down the right field line, it's going to hook foul.
It's your classic lefty swing there. You leave a pitch up. That's what they love to do, is pull that ball down the line there. He would have been running for days, too, on that one. It's a swing, though, that I think you can take advantage of there. He goes under before he goes towards the ball, so if you're pitching here, work him up and he won't get anything too hard to hit. He'll just pop it up more than anything the way he goes. His first movement with that back shoulder is down.
Line drive, base hit to right.
That's trouble. Oh, pretty deep, too, out there. Things just got a little more tight here, buddy. Now you really can't make any mistakes if you're the Redbirds.
First and second, nobody out for Leaper.
See if we're going to get a pinch runner here for the pitcher, like you mentioned. Yeah, and if you're on the mound here for Goreville, you'd certainly, if I'm pitching, I'd like more than 1 run here, too. So Scales is going to go to the mound and have a talk. He really is short-arming a lot of his pitches here so far, so I wouldn't be surprised if Goreville goes with a make him throw a strike approach here early. Especially with, you're not really in the heart of their order, so I wouldn't be shocked if they're not as aggressive right now. Just trying to see if he can be the aggressor.
Yeah, late in innings in games, seems like getting that first out takes a lot of pressure off. Frankfurt's got to find a way to get one here. Some of Patterson's misses are nowhere close.
Yeah, you can see he's getting a little frustrated, and like I said, he's either short-arming it or right there you had a Trevor Rosenthal-like pitch where he's trying to overthrow it, you know. Got to throw strikes in situations like this and let your defense work. Falling behind's not going to help. There you go.
Strike one to Leaper.
Big pitch there. This one might be the biggest pitch so far of the day for him here. A 1-2 count is much better than a 2-1 with 2 guys on and nobody out. Ground ball to third base would be nice right now.
Strike two.
Good pitch.
Got to stay locked in here.
Yep. Might see a high fastball here. Try to throw some heavy heat by him, or another ball that breaks off the table. Got to make sure if your skills too, you're keeping everything in front of you right now. It's important. 90 feet can make a huge difference.
Upstairs. Bring that down a little bit. You might induce a swing, but that one was too high.
Yeah, that's not a competitive pitch there. That's one you can eliminate as soon as it comes out of his hand. You had one
Maybe if you had one up there at the shoulders, you might have gotten him to bite.
Yeah. It's just when it's that high out of the arm, there's no chance. Arm slot.
Strike three.
A late decision there. Late call. We'll take it. Goreville not happy with it. Goreville's coach says there's no way that's a strike. Well, he called it, so that makes it a strike.
By definition, that's exactly what a strike is when the umpire calls one.
They're technically all balls until he says it, so.
Now, whether it was in the zone or not, it's a different story.
Yes.
Inside, ball one to Grayson Blue.
This is no offense here to Grayson Blue, but not the biggest guy, so you kind of want to go right at him. He's probably not going to hit a 3-run home run here, so.
No, but he's put the ball in the outfield all 3 at bats.
He has, so you got to make an adjustment too with your outfield, but it's one of those things where different pitcher, a little more heat coming here now. You'd like to just go right at him. Work inside.
Roller to Conaway, and he'll get there for the out. Just in time.
He went down. He took a shot there.
Him coming off the back, someone's got to be covering.
Yeah.
And
it looked like trouble as soon as it was happening there. As you could tell, nobody was really making the move to go to first, and he took a pretty hard hit there. So we'll see. That's one of those plays that shouldn't even be that close. That's a routine play you got to be able to make. That's your infield outfield drills you do every day at practice.
So 2 away. It'll be Lawson Land with 2 in scoring position. So a big opportunity for the Black Cat shortstop to come through as we see Blue pop back up to his feet. And he's going to walk back to his dugout under his own accord. So good to see that. But a big moment for both sides here. And a big out there for Conaway to be able to get there. Or she'd really been in trouble. And he didn't get there by much.
No. He's Chris Young-like for the Texas Rangers in 2011.
And normally you hear someone say a half step. I don't think it was even that much. Maybe a quarter of a step.
Well, and with him having a slide in there, and sometimes that's a call you don't really like to let the umpire make it. So it really could have gone either way, and you really can't make an argument whichever the call is.
So Lawson Land looking to drive in a few runs. Strike 2. 0-2, you got to go right after him, Paxton. You got to get him here, and you got to get your team in the dugout only down 1 run.
Got to make sure you're dropping a block and 2 here as the catcher, but you've got a couple pitches here you can waste. You don't want to be far off the plate, but you want to be enough to where he's not going to make damage with it, but also might go for it. Good job there by Scales.
1-2.
Another chance here where you can waste one. You don't want to waste, as much as we just saw there. You want it to be a little closer, maybe a high fastball to kind of change the eye level here, because then if he doesn't go for it, you can break something off the table.
Swing and a miss. Big strikeout for Patterson. 3-2 as we head to the bottom half of the 7th on Redbirds Live.
Ask Melissa Walden about Shelter's auto, home, and life options. Call or text at 618 937 2092. Plus, use the My Shelter app to pay your bill, file a claim, proof of insurance, policy documents, go paperless, and more. Melissa Walden, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort. IBI Management manages over 2.5 million square feet of industrial storage warehousing and office space in Illinois, Indiana, Tennessee, Ohio, and South Carolina with 64 tenants. Feel free to contact them for any management needed for your property. Reach out with any questions to Bobby or Iris Kazadi at 618-218-5995 or 618-218-2456. For any of your commercial management, IBI Management is here for you.
All right, it's now or never for the Redbirds. It'll be 7, 8, and 9, so you've got to get something going from the bottom half of your order, or bottom third of your order. But a benefit of that is if you do get something going, you've got the top there to be able to drive something in. So need something from 7, 8, and 9 here. That's Lowe, Conaway, and Bennett.
Comparing the two pitchers we've seen from Goreville today, this guy is certainly not as fast as we saw from the first guy. So
yeah, Parrish as opposed to Church.
Yeah, so you'd certainly, it's a guy you could take advantage of. You want to be aggressive, not over-aggressive, but you also don't want to find yourself in a 1 count. You know, sometimes teams fall into the pattern of take till you get a strike in situations, but sometimes being aggressive is the best thing to do too. So.
But you definitely don't want to chase out of the zone.
No. Yeah.
And that one's called a strike.
Yeah, you certainly don't want to chase out of the zone, but it's one of those things where if you think you have the pitch to take advantage of it, that might be the only pitch you get, do it. But yeah, make sure it's a strike.
Outside.
I think that catcher didn't give up on him. He may have been able to
bring it back.
Yeah.
It was starting to come back a little bit.
So you could tell he certainly gave up on it.
2-1 to Lowe. 2-2.
Got to be aggressive. When yourself in a 2-2 spot, now you're in trouble. Because now you might be over-aggressive and go on a pitch out of the zone. Or...
Swing and a miss. 1 away.
Got to have approaches at the plate.
Next is Andrew Conaway. Then it's Bennett, and you'd love to have Bennett come up with a guy on base. He can cause some chaos. Conaway takes inside for a ball. If he gets on, you'd like to think maybe you put somebody on the bases for him with some speed.
Absolutely.
Get something going.
For a righty here, especially a younger hitter, you may not see lefties all that often. You just want to make sure you stay in on them. Pitches are going to end up being outside more than anything, so just go with it. Don't try to pull, like for a lefty, a lot of times lefties are going to be pull hitters because they face righties. It's the same thing here, opposite direction. Go with the pitch. Don't try to do too much.
And if you're Parrish, All you got to do right now, it seems like, is live on that outer chalk.
Yeah.
And you're getting the call, as it has been the entire game.
I know if I was catching, I'd be living with my body in the middle of that area to make sure it looks more like a strike.
Fouled off, and the count runs full on Conaway.
If the ump's going to call it, you might as well take advantage of it.
Got to have the bat ready here. Anything borderline's going to go the way of the pitcher. It's been a pitcher zone all day, both sides. That one's not a strike. That's down in the dirt, ball 4, and you think you've got to run here for Conaway. Get some speed out there on the bases.
Housey already making the indication with getting a runner out there. This is what you want. You know, you're on your home field here with a chance to get a rally here to possibly tie a game or even maybe walk it off. Wins are nice, but so are walk-off wins. Those are even better.
And it will be Hendricks Woods who will run. And so it's nice to have a guy with, decent wheels, but also a guy with big-time game experience.
Yep.
Not a guy that's just thrown into the fire here.
Well, and in a situation like this, anytime somebody's up with speed, it just kills them regardless, because as a fielder, somebody's got some speed, you might rush yourself a little bit, you might throw the ball away. Just having that speed element can be huge.
And this meeting might not even necessarily be about how Parrish has been doing. It might literally be a scouting report on Jace Bennett and what he's going to do at the plate.
Yeah, and that's probably exactly what it is, because if you're the Redbirds here, if I'm coaching right now, obviously you want to win, but I'm telling my guys, we're going for a tie right now. We don't even care about winning. We're going to try to make this a 3-3 ball game, so whatever we have to do to manufacture a run, we're going to do it.
Take our chances after that.
Yeah, and that's probably what they're talking about here as well. Patterson got a guy coming up here who's got speed, who you've already shown a few times in this game. You've made bad throws on plays like that. So
and that's why the right fielder's got to be ready too.
Yeah,
with a guy running like Bennett.
Yeah. Well, and how deep he's playing, he definitely needs to be ready.
About down the third base line, an errant throw, it's going to be a tie game, and Bennett's probably at third base.
Can't tell who's running out at first.
That's Hendricks Woods.
Hendricks Wood. Okay.
Some good experience on the bases over there. He's got to be smart with the lefty on the bump.
He's got to know the situation too with one out. So hopefully he knows.
Switch hitting Bennett will bat from the right side with the lefty. Out there on the hill. He'll swing and foul it into the glove.
I like that. I like that first pitch swing there. That's a pitch too with a third baseman in like that, to where one, you'd be scared of your third base, and two, that you could easily rifle that right over his head and be running for days.
We'll say this will benefit Parrish. That being a lefty.
Yeah.
As Bennett a much better hitter from the left side of the plate, so you get to flip him to that side.
The one good thing here, though, if you can pull a ball down the line, you've got a chance to be running until tomorrow.
Move to first. Just a slow move to keep Woods honest over at the back.
Yeah, Woods wasn't really too aggressive there with his lead. Good job of getting back.
Well, he knows he needs help to get in. He's not going to cost him a base runner. That's got to be the mindset you have right now. You're not tying this game without some help anyways.
You're not winning
from your guys, so you got to be smart. Joey Bunton, he fouled it back.
That was a good pitch to do some damage on, too. Now you're in a really tough spot here, 1-2. Be aggressive on your secondary, as they might try to throw something here in the dirt, but gotta make sure you're getting the right read and make sure it gets away from the catcher. Pick off.
And he's in safely, even though he was leaning to second base.
Yeah, he didn't initially move there at first, but it's one good thing. The one. He wants timeout, he gets it. Getting that runner to second before getting the second out was huge right now.
Takes upstairs, 2-2.
I know that's a high pitch there a little bit. That's also not a pitch. That's a pitch you could do some damage there with.
You just wonder about Bennett from the right side. He's not really hit from that side all season.
He's a little lower in the stands, too, on this right side. So
down in the dirt. One thing I'll also say is, it's a comfortability thing, too. Sometimes Bennett doesn't even want to bat from the right side. We've seen him with when I've worked with him in the summer. Sometimes with the lefty, he'll still bat from the left side, so he must be in a good spot. He's seeing the ball decent.
Yep.
Big pitch here, 3-2. One away, Bennett's going to ask for time again.
Trying to take control here of the at-bat. That's what you like to see from your guys, especially on your home field. This is the big at-bat here. This is a big pitch. 3-2, what you going to do? One out. Would you send the runner? Probably not, but, that's not off the map. Takes it.
Grounded
Should
to
have went.
short, fielded there for one, throw on to first, and Bennett's safe.
That's probably why you want to run there. I know it's a little unorthodox, especially with a 9-hitter up there,
But that's not a typical 9-hitter. That's a guy that would be hitting one if he was right at the plate right now. He's just trying to get his groove back. And Goreville knows that. He doesn't get pitched like a 9-hitter either.
Well, and with him going right there, there's a chance he could beat that out on the ground, and the second baseman would have been covering the bag there, so you would have gone into second safe, and you could have had 2 guys on with 1 out, So
you think he's going here?
If not here, the next pitch.
Shoot takes a strike. Bennett delayed steal. Down there, he is safe.
That grass was like a trampoline there, gave him some extra time to get in. Now base hit will certainly score him.
Where was that pitch called at? That was a strike called.
Oh, wow. I didn't even notice that. That wasn't really close to being a strike.
But even with that speed, wasn't going. You're able to bounce on anything you see in the dirt. And Bennett got to second and really wasn't as close as it should have been.
No.
Got in pretty easily.
Another time here is.
And now a base hit with 2 outs. He's going to be sent to the plate on a ball that finds the outfield grass.
Outfield's playing pretty deep, too, so anything in front of him you should certainly score on.
Upstairs. That one wasn't anywhere close.
Yeah, I don't know what they're complaining
Ball
about.
crossed at his neck.
Bennett. You got to go, Bennett. Go, 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 go.
Took off for third, and he's picked off, and he is safe at third.
Holy
they dropped
moly.
the ball. Bennett's safe. No one was covering home. If he would have bounced up, possibly would have maybe had something coming to the plate. Somehow Bennett gets to third.
Oh, my gosh.
Thought this game was going to end with how Frankfurt's been a casualty with their own error throughout the game.
What's crazy is I think if he would have just kept running and not stopped initially, he probably would have gotten in the first time anyways, but sometimes things like that happen. Now you got to take advantage of it. Now a pass ball will score you. So, man, that's certainly just you went from thinking your game was over to
might not have to scoot far away for him to come for the mad dash to the plate.
Yep, right on
He
cue.
thought about it there that maybe bounced a foot from the catcher.
Yep. If you're shoot here, you want to slow yourself down. You want to be a hero by tying the game up, but you also know a wild pitch or a pass ball can do the trick as well. So don't be over aggressive. Let the pitcher have the aggressiveness. Wherever he throws it, hit it. He's working away, so just go with the pitch.
Not even holding him on. He could get a huge lead over at third. That's Bennett. The next to shoot, inside. Three and one.
Goreville complaining. Catch the ball at third base and the game's over, so.
Well, yeah, I mean, this certainly isn't helping anything, getting stuff from the crowd. I mean, if the coach wants to say, hey, where is that? And that's what I think Coach Tripp was saying.
Whether don't act like that. It's ridiculous.
The coaches can do what they want, but the crowd doing it's unnecessary. It's helping nothing.
From where you're sitting, you can't even tell if it's a strike or not. So it's just ridiculous.
The 3-1 is fouled back, and we've got a full count.
You just got a bunch of quarterback umpires over here who, just looking at them, you could tell they don't have an athletic bone in their body to begin with.
Well, we won't worry about it. We've got a good game on our hands, Paxton. 3-2.
I'll team-easy them.
3-2 game and a 3-2 count. The pitch to shoot. Fouled back out of play.
See, now the big question is going to be this, though, Garrett. If it's a close pitch, does them getting on to him work, or do they just get more and more mad?
Normally does.
Yeah.
Normally would work back their way, but hopefully Shoop just put a ball in play here.
Hopefully you don't let that
It
situation
doesn't even matter. The 3-2. Down in the dirt, ball 4. Be smart over at first base. Goreville's got some sneaky pickoff plays, and you don't want to end it on the base paths. Chris Sample's batting, especially with him at the plate. He's swung the bat pretty well today. Hard hit ball earlier in the game out to left center. First pitch up high And Compton's lucky he hung on to that thing. Nearly jumped out of his glove and came to the backstop.
Tripp just told his catcher to make sure he's paying attention over there to third base. So I'd be heads up too as our runner here and make sure there's no chance for a pickoff.
Runner taken off. They will not throw through. Easy steal a second, and now a base hit. Red and West Frankfort could win the ball game. Should be a 1-1 count.
1-1 here. If you're on the mound, you want to be aggressive, but you're also not against a walk here. Not the worst thing in the world.
And if you're Samples, you don't want to get into 2 strikes.
No, yeah. So, we'll see who's more aggressive here and who kind of is over-aggressive.
Outside called, strike 2. Coach House just telling his guy, I don't care if you think that's a strike or not. You've got to get in there and fight. Got to fight. And that's the attitude to have if you're a coach. 1-2 to Samples. Bennett thought about going. Now he's picked off.
It's close to being a balk.
He's going to be out at third, and the game's over.
Well, you can't do that. It's close to being a balk, but
3-2 your final. Bennett gets picked off at third base to end the game, and that's pretty much how the game summed up. Frankfurt's lost too many guys on the bases today, and that did them in. Goreville will come out on top, 3-2. Paxton, pretty frustrating way to end it. You'd like to see Chris Samples get to swing the bat.
Yeah, you don't want to end the game on the base path, and that's kind of been the story of that whole game there. You feel like you probably had a chance to win that game if you don't make the mistakes you did on the base path, and you feel much better about the game ending in the batter's box than at third base there. So a frustrating way to end the game, especially with all the momentum you had built up there. So, it's a tough loss, certainly. It certainly is a tough pill to swallow, and it's going to be a long week after a loss like that because you, like you mentioned, have some layoff now, and it's going to be a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah, you're off this weekend. You're back on Monday at Pinckneyville. We'll have that coverage there. Thanks for tuning in to our coverage this afternoon. It was a great ball game.
It was a great ball game, and a great day for baseball, and hopefully, you go to Pinckneyville. Pinckneyville's not the funnest place to play, but you go in there and take care of business, and you get back in the win column, and you can forget about this one. It's an early game in the season, but certainly one you don't want to lose. And hopefully it's a learning experience from this one.
That's going to do it. Goreville knocks off Frankfurt 3-2. You're on this Friday afternoon. Good paced game, and Frankfurt comes up just short. Shot themselves in the foot too many times to come out victors against a well-coached, disciplined team like Goreville. You're not going to beat a team when you make that many mistakes. And
you're not going to get away. You're not going to get away against a team like that on a pickoff once, let alone twice. And so it's just one of those things where they're a good sound team, and you gave it a good shot, but just you're gonna have to grow from this because if you want to win games down the stretch of a season and in regionals and go on a run like you did last year, you can't do things like that. And it's little things that go a long way in this game.
All right, that's gonna do it. We'll see you next week on Redbirds Live.